jlivetalk.com.
It's 10:02 a.m. and we are here at CentralValleyTalk.com. J Live Entertainment Radio's The Experience Live. My name is Joey Perez, and I thank you all for joining us once again on this beautiful Tuesday morning here in Fresno, California. For watching live on CentralValleyTalk.com. Also, you can check us out at jlivent.com, Facebook/jlivent, or Twitter jlivent. Right now, sitting right next to me is the one and only DJ Brian Anthony.
What's up, Joey?
As co-host contestant number 5, Brittany, is actually still in traffic. I don't know what's going on. She might have got lost. I think she was in downtown Fresno this morning. And
Not
now
a good
she's
look
trying
for somebody trying out for the co-host position, you know what I mean?
For those of you that are maybe just tuning in on our very first program or watching us for the very first time here on CentralValleyTalk.com, we've been having a co-host contest with different co-hosts, and this is week number 5 of the 6-week competition. So we've had other co-hosts that have been here on time, that have been here and participated in the show. This is our first co-host that is late. I don't know if that's going to affect her in the vote, so she'll maybe make up for it when she gets here. But Brittany is on her way to the Central Valley Talk Studios, and DJ Brian Anthony.
I'm always one to fill in, right? I mean, that's a good thing that I do have. That I am here. That I do have my sports segment. That I am available at all times in a case like this. That Brittany didn't show up. So
yes, the week in sports will be coming up a little later here on J Live Entertainment Radio. But you get to sit with me, and we get to talk about a few things that I had a chance to do this past weekend. Once again, folks, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, this is CentralValleyTalk.com. You can actually instant message us to the program on the corner of this video screen here. Write in whatever you'd like and let us know what you think of the program, or just even whatever topic that I'm talking about. Just write us a little message, and I'll definitely read it here on the air. So once again, instant message. We're giving away tickets today to J Live Entertainment Events 559 Fights number 5, which will be taking place September 15th at the Tulare County Fairgrounds. That's going to be a big event. We're giving away 2 tickets to that. Also, we're giving away 2 tickets to a big comedy show with Andre Covington and friends. The return of Andre Covington to Hanford, California on September the 28th, and that's going to be at the Irwin Street Inn in Hanford, California. So we're giving 2 tickets to 559 Fights and 2 tickets to the big comedy show with Andre Covington September 28th. And you can do all that by entering right here on CentralValley.com, CentralValleyTalk.com. There's a enter, watch, and win box where you will be able to type in the contest name, which you can just type in J Live Radio, put in your email, and then you are set to go. You are in the contest. Hopefully we can announce those winners before the end of today's program, or I will also send you a personal email from myself. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Kat, who's watching live right here on CentralValleyTalk.com. So I had a great weekend. I had a chance to be in Los Angeles and Hollywood, and I was out there with a couple of friends. I went for the majority to support and be a part of a production that we were producing with Ryan Beatty. And I have a little clip on my phone. I wonder if we're going to be able to get this in.
Here?
But Ryan opened up. I'm just going to play some audio. I don't know if you can get this on there. But Ryan opened up with a Stevie Wonder song. And I got to tell you, last month we had Ryan at the Roxy in Hollywood. Brought back again this month, and like I said, this past Sunday, and the kid is just phenomenal.
Now this is not to interrupt you, but this is Ryan Beatty from Beatty from Clovis, right?
Yeah, from Clovis, local kid, but he's doing such great things. And let me tell you, sold out the Roxy Theater. There was a line across, literally around the block in West Hollywood. And you hear the crowd, they're going crazy for this kid. But it was sold out, line around the block in West Hollywood, and it was just constant mania, Ryan Beatty mania. Had a chance to talk to his dad, and they are just doing some great things. He's already touring. He's going out to Texas.
Really?
He's going to be in Texas this week, going out to Florida. I mean, he's going everywhere, and they're doing a lot of great things with this kid. But we have a special treat for you here on J Live Entertainment Radio. We're actually going to be showing Ryan Beatty's new video, which is Hey
wow.
L.A., which I think think is a great anthem.
I love the song. I love the song.
Yeah, it's a great anthem, and we're going to be showing that video at the very end of our program
now,
today.
Is Ryan going to be making his way back to the Valley to perform?
Yeah, Ryan will actually be back at the Big Fresno Fair October the 13th. So Ryan will be coming back to Fresno, and we'll be getting more details on that as well.
Let's sell that show out.
Yeah,
Fresno. If they can do it in Hollywood, we can do it in Fresno and help the local boy out.
Yeah, so we got a lot of things happening today, folks. We got a lot of things to get to here on J Live Entertainment Radio, and I definitely want to talk about the guests that we're going to be having today. Bruce Soto from LA's Soto Band. These guys, I got to tell you, they are probably the best band in LA. Soto Band. You're going to find out more about Soto Band here on our show today. Bruce Soto is going to be calling in. He's got to be the hardest working man in showbiz. I thought I was, but Bruce is probably,
Bruce is located where? LA.
LA.
Right?
So
LA.
He's going to be calling in today. We'll be talking to him a little later. And also, get this, a good friend of ours by the name of Rudy Perez is going to be calling in today because he actually was selected to be a part of The Voice Season 3. NBC's The Voice. So he's actually selected to be a part of that show, which starts September the 10th. And he's going to be calling in today, too. So a lot of stuff to get to. First thing off the topic right now was kind of came in late-breaking news last night as far as entertainment news was that actor Michael Clark Duncan
R.I.P. Michael.
Actually passed away due to a heart attack. And, it's just so crazy what's happening recently. I mean, everybody always says, what's that analogy that people say that people die in threes?
They die in threes, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
I don't know where that started from, though. But it's so weird because people do seem to say, they die in threes, and it actually does happen. So, I mean, it's so crazy. Is there anybody that before Michael Clark Duncan that recently passed away?
I will say this: popular manager in the entertainment industry by the name of Chris Lighty committed suicide. Apparently, from what we're hearing, this past about 2 days before Michael Clark Duncan's death, and very popular manager, managed 50 Cent. Was a big business partner of P. Diddy and all these other guys in the industry, and apparently he got into an argument with his ex-wife, and he was also owing about $5 million in taxes.
Back to Michael Clark Duncan, for some of us that some of the people out there that don't know exactly what he's been in or who exactly is.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know Michael Clark Duncan, I mean, he was in The Green Mile. He was, that was probably his biggest movie, I think. The Whole Nine Yards, Sin City, a bunch of different types of movies that he was involved in. But apparently, from what I hear, he had been in a Los Angeles hospital since July 13th.
You know what? I did hear of something of something that he was sick and it was in and out of the hospital for a couple months here.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. He suffered a heart attack. And he was in the hospital since July 13th, and then after 2 months of treatment, he just could not get better. So he definitely had some issues with that, with the heart attack.
Yeah, and sad situation, man. Sad situation.
Unfortunately, he is gone. But also in the news, what I found out today was that before Tom Cruise, this is Tom Cruise, the big actor, speaking of actors and speaking of Hollywood, before Tom Cruise actually met Katie Holmes, the Scientology, which is something that he preaches about and really promotes, they were actually auditioning potential wives for him. So I don't know if Katie Holmes was actually on that list.
You know what? That Scientology, the whole deal with I believe they call it the religion or whatever. It's just very weird and very eerie to me. Very I don't know. Just kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Honestly. I don't get it. I don't know what it's about. But then again, I'm not judging anybody that wants to get in any types of different religions or anything.
I don't need a Scientologist knocking at my door.
But I will say that apparently he was auditioning different wives. So they were bringing in different girls that were going to be his new girl even at that time. So I mean it was they had questions like, what do you think of Tom Cruise, and would you like to be in a relationship with him, and things like that.
So Tom Cruise wasn't auditioning a wife. The Scientology church was auditioning a wife for Tom Cruise.
Yeah, they were finding things, trying to find a girl for Tom Cruise. So I don't know what happened with that. All I know is that reports said that the reason why Katie Holmes actually left Tom Cruise was that he was like very possessive, and he was he wouldn't let her do things that she would she didn't have any freedom.
Well, do you know if
and she didn't want to be a Scientologist?
Is she going to remain in the church? I
don't think so. I don't think so. Want to send a shout out to Mary B and Kat, who are watching us live here on CentralValleyTalk.com. The E-Unit, yeah. E-Unit. And also in the entertainment news, as we kick off our J Live Entertainment Radio, is Christina Aguilera says she's proud to be bootylicious. In a recent interview, she's talking about how people have criticized her for the weight gain that she put on here recently, and she says, "Hey, I love that I got my butt. I love that I'm thick and that I could eat what I want." And
you know what? I don't have a problem with it. Well, I like the thick Christina. I always like Christina, but the thick Christina, I don't have a problem with her either.
I'm not saying that I have a problem with it either. What I'm saying is that for those of you that are watching live, I'm pretty sure that you know that there was a big change. I mean, she was very thin when she started off in her career, and then you see this, different, she looks different. So, I mean, it's not that I would be judging her based on what she looks like or that she's thicker now. I'm just saying she does look different than what she did when she first started her career.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I'm looking at pictures
I can definitely attest to that. But like I said, I don't have a problem with that. I know some ladies out there, like to criticize or whatsoever, but and that's her deal.
Yeah, so Christina Aguilera, shouts out to her. And also moving on in the news as well, Utah hiker survives after being trapped for 4 days. Apparently, this 33-year-old hiker is in stable condition. Basically, what he did was he was trapped in a drainage tunnel in the foothills east of the city for 4 days and 3 nights. This kind of sounds like the story of the kid that had to cut his arm off.
72 hours?
You know what? I don't even. It was 128 hours.
128 hours, something like that. But sounds like similar, same story there. Did this guy have to cut any body parts?
You know what? He didn't. He fell into the tunnel and broke his leg during the hike on Wednesday morning. So he'd been there since Wednesday. Barely got captured here recently. When his cell phone died, he tried to find a rock, banged it against the tunnel of the walls in hopes of attracting someone's attention. No one ever came through. Numerous hikers passed by above the tunnel, and nobody saved this guy. He thought he was going to die, and then basically Saturday afternoon, after 4 days without any food or water since the fall, since the actual fall, he decided to crawl out of the tunnel. Was able to find a piece of wood to make a split of sorts for a severely fractured leg.
Yeah.
And then he crawled onto the highway where he was finally discovered by a motorist.
That is movie material, man. That guy got to sell a story to freaking a movie.
I got an instant message from Philly Rock. Shoot, 4 days? I've been trapped for 7 years, but that's married life for you.
Hey, but you know what? You can do something about that, though. You can definitely do something. There's places to go for that.
And I got also another instant message. Medicated Pete wants to know what you think of the new Fresno State football team. Hey, I got to tell you, we're going to talk about that, I'm sure, in the Week in Sports with Brian Anthony.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot to talk about Fresno State coming up.
But I didn't get to watch the Fresno State game because I was out in L.A., so I was just checking the sports updates on my ESPN phone, and I was checking the updates, and it looked like they were doing good. I mean, it looked like they were
started fresh. But play. We'll definitely talk about that coming up.
But, I mean, you can't judge it right now because, they're the Division II team that they played against.
Exactly.
So, I mean, come on. I mean,
exactly. So, but they did dominate. So we'll see what happens the regular season, and we'll talk about it a little bit more coming up.
We'll definitely talk about that, and also we're going to be talking about in this next segment who is more addicted to Facebook, men or women. That's the question. Who's more addicted?
I'm not going to get to talk this next segment, so before we go to commercial break, I'm going to say woman. I'm pretty sure the co-host Brittany is gonna have something to say about that.
Our next co-host contestant, Brittany, joins us after this commercial break. J Live Entertainment Radio, The Experience Live with Joey Perez continues on. Once again, we got a whole jam-packed show. More to come in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Check us out, jlivent.com, Facebook /jlivent, Twitter @jlivent. We'll be right back.
Mike Briggs Properties has a very special historic property for sale that can be used as a home or as a business. This classic California craftsman historical home is located in the Tower District, Fresno Heights area. The interior ambiance displays a heyday of craftsman aesthetics, substance, strength, symmetry, and casual grace. Elegantly appointed mahogany and oak structural elements integrate form and function in a harmonious flow from room to room in this two-story, 4,500-foot home. The property also includes a nearly 800-foot two-bedroom apartment above the garage. This property is well suited for a professional office type of business or for a large family or combined living and workspace. The lot included with this property is park-sized with plenty of room for expansion or as a parking lot big enough to support a commercial business. For more information on this property, call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
We are back. J-Live Entertainment Radio's The Experience with Joey Perez. Once again, folks, we are live here on CentralValleyTalk.com and want to remind you, you can check us out every Tuesday, 10 a.m. right here on CentralValleyTalk.com, and want to also invite you to join us on our official website, jlivent.com, Facebook/jlivent, and Twitter at jlivent. We are giving away tickets to our big shows coming up here in September that we're going to be giving you more information on how to win those. But right now, I have co-host contestant number 5, Brittany. What's up, Brittany?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So, okay, I got to find out what happened. You said you're blaming it on me. I gave you the wrong directions to the studio.
You did.
What happened?
Well, I knew how to get here, but then you gave me the address, and
I forgot to put the north.
You forgot to put the north, so it took me to a completely wrong part of town.
So apparently, I'm the reason why Brittany is late. So for those of you that are going to be voting, take that into consideration. I am the reason why Brittany, our co-host contestant number 5, is late. So it's all my fault. But folks, just so you know, we have a contest to win 2 tickets to 559 Fights number 5. You can check out the Enter, Watch, and Win box here on CentralValleyTalk.com to win those tickets. And also, we're giving away tickets to I'm reading an instant message to a comedy show with Andre Covington on September the 28th out in Hanford, California. So once again, the 559 Fights number 5, September the 15th, and also the comedy show September 28th. Go to the Enter to Win and Watch box, type in J-Live Radio with your email, and you will have a chance to win those tickets here today on J-Live Radio. We have the Ryan Beatty Hey LA music video coming up at the end of the program. We're still going to talk to Bruce Soto from LA Soto Band also, and also Rudy Perez from The Voice Season 3. But since you're here now, Brittany, I don't want to ignore you. But what we've done for the past few weeks is we've had every co-host tell the audience watching live right now on J-Live Entertainment Radio why they should be the co-host of J-Live Radio. So this is your chance.
I should be the co-host of J-Live Radio because I'm funny.
Number 1.
I'm fun.
2.
A good time.
3.
And I'll normally be on time as long as I know how to get here. I'm not usually late.
Well, all I can say is you're winning points already. If you can be funny, fun, and a good time, I mean, hey, that's all I can ask for right there.
Exactly.
So once again, co-host number 5, Brittany. So
and I can dance, so.
And she can dance, even better. So we're gonna have a dancing segment with Brittany. Maybe you can show people different dance moves on the program.
Yeah, I'm a dance teacher, so.
There you go, folks. So maybe we might be having a new dancing segment. But before we went off to the break here on J-Live Radio, I was talking about Facebook, and apparently there's a new study out there that says the question was, who was more addicted to Facebook? Was it men or women? And what do you think?
I think women.
You think women?
I'm addicted to it, and
Kat says men on instant message. Well, here's the thing. A new study just shows that women are more addicted to Facebook than men. So here's the thing. I got a new study also on Facebook that 80% of the millions of subscribers to Facebook, the first thing they do when they wake up in the morning is they check their Facebook. Even before they even brush their teeth, take a shower, whatever, the first thing they do is check their Facebook. Is that true?
I'm not going to lie, I do that.
So as soon as you wake up,
I look at my phone, it's like checking the news.
Here's the thing, though. Here's my problem with Facebook. Okay, I understand that I'm checking my news feed. The only thing is I stop when it goes to load more, like on the Facebook feed, and then that's where I stop. So if you're not in that, before that load more sign, I don't know what's going on in your life. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I don't want to know a depressing story. I don't want to know, things like that. I want to see positive things on there, but,
Yeah, I agree with that.
So what are some of the things that you like to see on Facebook? Like pictures or?
I like to see pictures. For me, it's like keeping up with people from high school or, like I said, I was addicted to it, but I've switched over to Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the question. Why is Instagram better? Is it just because it's all pictures that are just popping up?
That's why I like it, because you don't have to read, like you said, negative things, people's sob stories. People are posting pictures all the time.
So it's just pictures.
Kind of cool to see what people are doing. And
I have an Instagram. I just started my Instagram, but I'm always just posting straight to Facebook or Twitter, and then I forget about the Instagram. So I guess there's like a thing where like you could do all three of them at the same time or something like that.
Yeah, you can link them all together.
Well, now people are like keeping them separate. So like Instagram will be like more of like, oh, well, this is more of my private friends or whatever, and then Facebook I can like put it out to everybody, and then Twitter is like just where I talk. So like people are keeping all the sites separate, I think, or I don't know what's happening.
I never got a Twitter account.
Apparently, so women are addicted to Facebook more than men, and apparently what's happening is it's in their genes, I guess. Like I guess it's like you guys just want attention all the time.
It could be that, or I think females like to gossip more, so there's a lot of gossip on there.
No, not in their jeans, like clothing jeans. It's jeans, Genes jeans, and we had an instant message saying it's in their jeans. So apparently women, they like Facebook. They want to check out what's going on. Now, are you involved in any Facebook drama, Brittany?
I'm not.
Okay.
No. I just mostly post it for pictures.
Okay, so you're not like. Starting trouble with anybody on Facebook or putting somebody on blast on Facebook.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm drama free.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know. That's the answer to that question. A lot of people were wanting to know, who was more addicted to Facebook, and apparently it's women. So now, Brittany, you were in LA this weekend too, right?
I was.
What'd you do?
I stayed in Hermosa for the weekend. So.
Well, now where's Hermosa? I was trying to figure that out.
By Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach.
Okay.
My best friend lives in El Segundo, so we went to Hermosa for the day and stayed on the beach, and then went out down there at night.
Now, so did you go to like any clubs or any bars or?
We did go to. We went along the strip. We went to a couple bars down there, and then we ended up at one called Ocean Bar.
Oh, nice.
So, it's pretty fun down there. It's kind of a wild crowd this weekend.
Wow. So are you fully recovered from this weekend?
Yeah, I'm recovered. I didn't get too crazy. I people watched.
Now, so speaking of that, did you go to any movies?
I did not.
All right. Weekend. Well, what we do here on J Live Entertainment Radio is we like to give the box office report from this past week. So because we're only on once a week. So box office report number 5. I don't know if you've seen this, but it's called Paranorman. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's like a cartoon. I don't know what. I tried to explain it last week, but I didn't know what it was. Number 4, The Bourne Legacy. Have you seen that one?
You know what? I haven't. I need a movie date. I haven't.
Well, I just got Bob. What is this? Bob Marley on our instant message says, "Can I take Brittany to the movies?"
Well, I do need a movie date. So
okay, hold on. But this is the big question then. Brittany, are you single?
I am single.
Single and ready to mingle, everybody. There it is. To all of our fans watching, contestant number 5. So remember, contestant number 5, Brittany, our co-host contest. Number 3, The Expendables 2, cool action movie with Chuck Norris, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. Everybody's in it. Number 2 is Lawless. I don't know what that's about. Apparently, people were interested in watching Lawless. And then number 1 is The Possession, which is like one of those scary movies. It's kind of like The Exorcist.
Yeah, I probably won't be seeing that.
You don't like? Are you into scary movies?
No.
So if you went on it, hold on. So if you went on a date with somebody, let's say somebody watching the program is like, you know what, I'm going to ask this girl on a date. Would you go to a scary movie with this person?
If they wanted to, I would, but...
because that's the key, right? If you're dating, wouldn't you want to take a girl to a scary movie?
Maybe on a date, but I was home alone last night, and I kept thinking about Paranormal Activity.
Oh, shoot. You know what? Somebody was telling me about that movie. I haven't actually had a chance to watch it. What's up with Paranormal Activity? Is it like a... It's real, right? Like it's they have like a camera.
It's like a possession. I don't know. Yeah, they have a camera. It's supposed to be like real, but I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, we have Bruce Soto from LA's Soto band calling in. He's going to be talking about, first off, I want to know, because I met Bruce Soto. I had a chance to meet with Bruce Soto and talk to him and, get a chance to know him. He's literally one of the hardest working men in showbiz down in LA. And I got to tell you, I want to know, like, how he, books his gigs, how he still has a personal life with all the gigs that he's booked. I mean, literally, this guy's performing like Monday through Sunday. Wow. Like, he's that booked, and I can't wait to talk to him, find out a little bit more about his background, and give more information to our crowd watching about the Soto band, because they are such a great band. And if you're interested in booking them, you'll find out more information about this band when we get them on the air. So Bruce Soto's coming up in the next segment. We're going to talk to him, and also don't forget Rudy Perez, who just got selected to join The Voice Season 3, NBC's hit talent show, which is going to be starting September the 10th. We're going to talk to him and find out about how he got into the contest and what's happening with that whole program, because I want to know more about this from Rudy Perez. And don't forget, we're premiering the debut video of Hey LA, which is a new single by Ryan Beatty, which is actually playing here locally in the Fresno area now. Some of the stations have picked it up. So Ryan Beatty's new video playing at the end of our program today too. Plus, we're giving away tickets to 559 Fights number 5, September the 15th at the Tulare County Fairgrounds, and also Comedy Show with Andre Covington, September the 28th at the Irwin Street Inn in Hanford, California. So once again, you got to go to the Enter, Watch, and Win box here on CentralValleyTalk.com, put in JLive Radio with your email, and we're going to find out our winners for our program. So once again, Brittany, you survived your first segment.
I did.
Round of applause to Brittany. You still have more show to go, though, so you got to keep impressing the crowd, because you were late. Because of me. Yeah. So, I guess I got to take the blame on this one, guys. But ladies and gentlemen, JLive Radio continues with the experience live in just a few moments.
America's Sub Shop has arrived in the Tower District. Blimpie's is the best place to get delicious sandwiches, salads, baked goods, and smoothies at reasonable prices. You won't believe the great value of Blimpie's $5 combo deals. The fresh baked bread and big bowl taste will bring you in, and the friendly service and great prices will keep you coming back. A Blimpie sandwich is great on your lunch break or as a healthy meal for the whole family. Try Blimpie's today, located directly across from the Tower Theater. We know you'll love it.
Welcome to Voice of the Valley. I am your host, Kathy Wilcox. And two of Kathy's favorite things are going to be featured on the show today. Number one is money. Number two, alcohol! My first guest.
Back and forth ever so gently.
I have to get up. I have to show you this dress because I think it was made for me. Doesn't this just scream Maryland? I'm dressed for my Christmas parade outing, as you can see. Reindeer.
Number one selling wine from Argentina.
Argentina.
Kathy Wilcox, Voice of the Valley, Wednesdays at 2 on Channel 43.
Hi, Bill Carmichael here, manager of Valley Gold Mine Fresno. I'd like to tell everybody that we've relocated to the Tower District at 1212 North Van Ness Avenue. If you have any broken or unwanted jewelry you'd like to get top dollar for, give us a call at 559-970-8660. Also, we're on the web at www.valleygoldminefresno.com. If you're the type that likes to entertain at home, we have some gold parties that we can tell you about. And also, if you have children in schools and they have trouble raising funds, we have a great fundraiser that works as well. Once again, my number is 559-970-8660. Thank you.
This segment is brought to you by David Parker from the law offices of Parker, Kern, Nard, and Wenzel.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. JLive Entertainment Radio's The Experience live right here from CentralValleyTalk.com studios in Fresno, California. And on the phone right now, ladies and gentlemen, I have the one and only Mr. Bruce Soto from LA's Soto band. Bruce, how's it going, man?
Good morning, Central Valley.
Dude, I've been giving you so many praises right now because it seems like every time that I go watch you guys, I think I'm getting feedback. I think I'm getting feedback with you, Bruce. Are you there? Hello, hello.
I'm here.
All right, good. All right, so Bruce, every time that I go watch you guys are literally, I mean, the best band that I've ever seen. You know, and I mean, I don't know. My question to you is, how do you guys do those song transitions without stopping? Like, you guys just like go into one song right into the next song. I mean, dude, you guys are amazing.
Thank you. That started out with, you know, back in the days, in the early days we were playing and all the DJs started coming in and taking over all the band business. We had to come up with a way to keep up with the DJs and, you know, so we could keep working. So, as you know, the DJs can just mix into another song. So we had to start doing the same thing, transition and keeping people on the dance floor. So we've been doing that forever.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you guys kind of had to like change up the way that you, I mean, pretty much performed, right? Because you had to compete with DJs now.
Yes, exactly. It was just that, you know, with the DJs were coming in, taking over the weddings and all the dance parties, and it was just a new craze. So in order for us to keep going, the people liked band, but, you know, everybody wanted, you know, just that DJ stuff was just happening. So we just had to come up and keep the energy of our show up, just so we could compete with the DJs, and it kept us working.
Now, Bruce, I've, you know, been checking you guys out for a while now, and obviously every time it seems like your schedule is like absolutely booked. Like even me as a promoter trying to book you, I mean, sometimes I'll shoot you a text and you'll be like, dude, I'm booked until November. You know what I mean? How do you keep up with your schedule? I mean, sometimes you're performing Monday through Tuesday of the following week. And I mean, how do you even still enjoy your personal life?
Right now, we've been very blessed. We've been doing this for a long time. So, you know, our reputation, it just, you know, takes care of it. I don't have to go out and hustle for the job like I used to when I was younger. You know, we just have our reputation and people want to hire us. And yes, our schedule is very, very hectic. And we're very fortunate that we're able to, you know, work to this day the way we do. And we're just very thankful. But yeah, it can get very, very crazy.
So, Bruce, now the band Soto, obviously because your last name is Soto, so I mean, was it kind of like a family band first, and then it kind of evolved into bringing in different musicians and stuff, or how did it start?
I'll tell you a quick story about how we transitioned that. As you know, we used to be called New Breeze, Cool Breeze, New Breeze, way back in the days, and our lead singer was Jeanette Gerardo from the group Expose.
Okay.
And so when Expose came and made her a job offer, and she decided, she took about 6 months to make a decision, but she decided to go off and do this, and everything exploded, and we just thought, you know, it's time for us, you know, to, you know, have a new start as well. So, and it was family members. It was my brother Artie, my brother John, my brother Artie's wife, and my wife at the time. And we just decided it's family, let's just keep it in the family name. And we came up with Soto. But it was just that we needed a new start, fresh start. Expose was blowing up, and we just wanted to separate ourselves from the old stuff.
Wow, and then obviously Soto Band isn't just in California. I mean, you guys have traveled to Thailand, you've gone to Hong Kong. I mean, you've gone everywhere. I mean, tell us a little bit about the travels of where the Soto Band has been and how that experience kind of helped you out as well with the band.
We started traveling in 1993, and we went out to Hong Kong and signed a 3-month contract out there, and we ended up staying there for a year and a half.
Wow.
So after that, you know, from Hong Kong, they took us to India for a couple of concerts where we had like a festival. And then from there, it just took off. We went to Thailand, Singapore, Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, the islands of Guam and Saipan. And it just kept ricocheting. So we traveled for close to 14 years. And then we started doing the USO tours, which we, you know, went out to Iraq, Afghanistan. We went to Kuwait and Korea, performing for U.S. troops. So yes, our group has taken our travels overseas, and we have a very, very big fan base all across the world, and it's really, really nice. And thank goodness to the internet, it's just made everybody a little bit closer. It's like we still have friends that we've met 20 years ago that are still following the band.
Most definitely, man. And obviously, you know, speaking of the internet, you guys have a few websites and a Facebook that you can promote as well for us.
Yeah, we catch the Soto Band on Facebook. We're always updating our schedules and let you know what's going on. And actually, my Facebook is actually blowing up today because I just posted a picture with an old picture I had of myself with Michael Duncan Clark. Who just passed
Oh,
away.
yeah, we were just talking about him earlier.
Yeah, so my Facebook is blowing up on that. But yeah, you can catch us on Facebook and on our website at www.sotoband.com as well.
Now, Bruce, are you there? Yeah, so Bruce, hey, really quick before we go, just maybe talk about some of the band members that you have currently in the band.
Well, we got my brother Artie Soto, one of the co-founders. He's a bass player. And we got one of the original members of the group, Guerra. His name is Joey Guerra. He, the keyboard player, and he's playing with us. He's been with us for the longest. Our percussionist is Mr. Philip Ruiz out of Marietta, California.
Shout out to Phil. Shout out to Phil.
Yeah, big Phil. You know Phil. We have a drummer by the name of Danny Santiago. We got a great vocalist by the name of Melissa Campos. Does all of our Latin stuff, and the one and only we've been, blessed to have is Andrea Fimbres, who I've known since she was 16.
Wow, man, you got a great band, man, and like I said, I hope that we can bring you back out to the Central Valley or even up north here in California to get the band Soto back out here and get you guys definitely some more gigs out here as well. I mean, even if you're not, Bruce.
They came out to see us this weekend. They drove all the way out just to come hang out with us Labor Day weekend and come see the Soto Band. Big shout out to them. And also, I just want to let everybody know that on Cinco de Mayo next year, 2013, we're doing our first annual Cinco de Mayo cruise, which is going to sail out of Long Beach to Ensenada on May 3rd, 4th, 6th. And it's with us and a group called Down with Three, which is blowing up the smooth jazz charts. And just hit us up on the website. We'll give you the information to call.
Dude, are you serious? So a full cruise with the Soto Band?
With the Soto Band live.
Brittany, do you want to go on the cruise?
Yeah, I want to go.
Hey, Soto, Bruce. Yes. Brittany, our co-host contestant number 5, says she is down and wants to go on this cruise.
Well, let's see how she does as a co-host first. If she knocked it up, then she could be our guest.
Hey, Bruce, thank you so much for calling in, man. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, you are the hardest working man in showbiz that I know, and hopefully one day I can follow in your footsteps, brother.
Thank you, Joey. We wish you guys all the best out there on the station, and a big shout out to all our friends out there in Central Valley.
Once again, Facebook, Soto Band. You can check them out. They are one of LA's premier band, ladies and gentlemen, Soto Band. Make sure you check them out. We'll be right back with more J Live Entertainment Radio.
Welcome to Voice of the Valley. I am your host, Kathy Wilcox. And two of Kathy's favorite things are going to be to the Valley. I am your host, Kathy Wilcox. And two of Kathy's favorite things are going to be featured on the show today. Number one is money. Number two,
fun moves you can do it.
alcohol! My first guest.
Back and forth ever so gently.
I have to get up. I have to show you this dress because I think it was made for me. Doesn't this just scream Maryland? I'm dressed for my Christmas parade outing, as you can see. Reindeer.
Number 1 selling wine from Argentina.
Argentina.
Kathy Wilcox, Voice of the Valley, Wednesdays at 2 on Channel 43.
Hi, I'm Greg Rude, a local real estate agent working with London Properties. You might be thinking about buying or selling a property right now, or maybe you just have a question about real estate. I'd love to help you with that. Give me a call at 352-7716 and I can answer any questions that you might have. Maybe you've got a property that's upside down. Maybe you're interested in buying a bank foreclosure and have a question about that. Or maybe you just like someone to show you some houses that you're interested in or have a question about a particular property. Once again, give me a call. My name's Greg, 352-7716, and I'd love to help you. Thanks.
This just in. Tower District houses are selling for as little as $300 per month. If you have a job and decent credit, you can own your own home. If you can come up with a down payment, you can own a home a lot cheaper than you can rent, and your payment will never go up. Also, you could deduct most of your house payment from your income taxes. If you'd like to lock in your monthly house payment at $300 to $500 per month for the next 30 years, call Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
Hi, I'm Jason Govelli, and I'd like you to take just a minute and ask yourself a couple of questions. Are your needs being met in the real estate business? Are you getting all the latest technology that you need to be productive in this market? Are you getting the benefits that you deserve? Do you have enough leads? Are you truly making enough money for all that hard work and time you've been putting in? If not, you might want to give me a call and we can set up a confidential interview. At Connect Realty, we're one of the fastest growing companies around. There's tons of tools and benefits for agents, like freerealtor.com showcase listings, free unlimited virtual tours, free websites with nationwide IDX. We have free virtual back office, free compliance coordinators so that you can be paid right away. There's health insurance, life insurance, and the best part is the commissions start from 80% and go to 95%. And we have one of the best retirement plans in the whole industry. Now, I cannot possibly go over everything in just this short minute. Go to the website, careers@connectrealty.com, or feel free to call us at the toll-free number, or you can even call my personal line, 559-307-0550. I look forward to talking to you. Thanks.
This segment is brought to you by Corrine Hatfield of Platinum Mortgage. If you are thinking of purchasing a new home or refinancing an existing home, call Corrine Hatfield at 917-7111.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live, J-Live Entertainment Radio here on CentralValleyTalk.com. Want to remind everybody to find out more information on J-Live Entertainment at Facebook/JLiveENT, Twitter at JLiveENT, or our official website, JLiveENT.com. I'm here with my co-host contestant number 5, Brittany. And even though I was the reason for her being late today, because I didn't give her the right directions, right, Brittany?
Yeah.
Exactly. You've came back, and you're like the comeback kid. You're like taking over the show. So Brittany, we're gonna get into the weekend sports with DJ Brian Anthony, who's sitting with us as well right here, right now. But you were actually a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers, right?
I was, yeah.
How was that? What was that experience like?
It was amazing. Front row seats every game.
Wow.
Now, did you actually live in San Francisco, or?
I did not. I lived here, and we traveled every weekend for the whole season. So we're very
So you
busy.
went with them too?
No, we didn't go to away games. We only stayed at home games.
Okay.
But, we practiced every weekend.
Okay, so that must have been a hell of a drive, huh? From Fresno to San Francisco?
Yeah. We had a nice carpool, though. There was a few of us.
Oh, so there was a few guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how was it like when you were at the stadiums? And because San Francisco 49ers, they still play at Candlestick, right? Or Monster Park or something like
Candlestick.
that? Yeah. So they have, what, 70,000 fans? What was that like?
It was the biggest rush ever. I love to dance, so having a crowd that size was just awesome. I feel like that was like a dream come true, really, to dance in front of that many people.
Wow. So, segueing it on, folks, San Francisco 49ers cheerleader sitting right next to me. I am honored and privileged to have her here as co-host number 5.
I'm getting her autograph after the show.
But like I said, this co-host contest ends next week. So we got one more co-host, and then we will find out who will be the official full-time co-host. Is it going to be contestant number 5, Brittany, or who will it be? We're going to find out in a few weeks when we make that announcement. So once again, thank you for joining us here on J-Live Entertainment Radio. And don't forget, we're giving away tickets to 559 Fights number 5, September the 15th, and also our comedy show with Andre Covington, September the 28th. So make sure that you go to our Enter, Watch, and Win box here on CentralValleyTalk.com and put in J-Live Radio along with your email, and we're going to find out our winner that'll get a personal email from me. So DJ Brian Anthony, the week in sports.
The week in sports, ladies and gentlemen.
Here
the most
it is.
Exciting time, the most exciting segment in sports. Joey, we're going to talk about NFL.
Okay.
NFL kicking off this regular season. It kicks off this week. Should be a good season. Some of the new rookies in the league. Andrew Luck is going to be getting his career with the Colts. He was the first pick of the draft this year. Peyton Manning, who was with the Colts, is starting the season off with the Broncos. And then also RG3, one of your favorite players, right?
Yes.
Coming out of college from Baylor. He's starting for the Redskins, so you can see a couple rookies quarterbacks in the league starting this year, so it should be an exciting time in the NFL. First game is tomorrow night on NBC, and I'm excited. Are you?
I'm very excited. You know why? Because the Dallas Cowboys, baby.
Oh, yeah. Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants tomorrow night. Who are you a fan of? Oh, obviously, are you a fan of the 49ers?
I'm still a 49er fan, yeah.
Still a 49er fan. I believe they play Sunday at Green Bay. Should be a good game.
Let me interrupt you here for a second, because if you don't remember, on our very first J Live Entertainment Radio, I made the prediction that the San Francisco 49ers would win the Super Bowl this year.
You did. You did make that prediction.
And I'm a betting man.
And you know what? The way they looked at the preseason, I mean, you might be right. They're looking good in the preseason, so we should see what happens with that. Also, still no deal in the ref situation. So replacement refs are set to go in week 1. And I just can't imagine the NFL without the refs, especially, you know, Ed Hockley, right?
Yeah, the big guy.
The big guy.
Strong guy, yeah.
How are you going to have an NFL season without the big guy out there, man?
And you know what?
Every year I'm always looking forward to seeing the big guy referee one of the games out there.
I saw a clip of the replacement refs on ESPN. They did a nice little montage. I mean, there were times where the guys didn't even know where their mic was.
Oh yeah,
there were times when one of the guys wasn't even looking at the camera.
Hilarious, man.
I mean, it was just crazy.
It was so funny. I remember seeing that. So yeah, hopefully they can strike a deal. They are talking. Before they haven't been talking, so now they're talking, and hopefully they can strike a deal before tomorrow, because it's Wednesday, obviously.
Okay.
Also, I know there's a lot of fantasy football players out there, including myself. So fantasy, I had my draft this past weekend, and I can say I did okay. I mean, I didn't get some of the players that I wanted because I was in such a horrible position.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So you were involved in a fantasy draft?
Fantasy football draft, yes.
Now, how do those work? I've never been involved.
Basically, you get 10 to 12 players, maybe even more, preference to whatever your league is. And then, you know, everybody gets together, they have like a draft, and you draft just different players.
Really?
So, for instance, say if you have the first pick in the draft, you'll go with somebody good like Tom Brady.
Okay.
If you have the second pick, you'll go with, you know, somebody good like Arian Foster from the Texans. Me, I was all the way in the 11th position.
Okay.
So, you know, I ended up getting like Peyton Manning.
So do you win money by playing the fantasy draft?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody... illegally, so you don't want to say it, especially FBI if you're watching. We didn't do it for fun. But.
Yeah.
Anyways, sticking with fantasy football, I just want to let you guys know some of the sleepers, meaning some of the players that I think should be bringing you points. If you can still have time to pick them up on your fantasy roster before the season starts. Robert Griffin III, Nate Washington, who's a 1,000-yard receiver from the Titans, and Doug Martin, who's from Boise State. He's a rookie for the Bucks. He won the starting job in the offseason. So if you have him, you might want to put him in the game. If not, you might want to add him to your roster.
Okay.
We're going to start a new segment here since football season is approaching with me and Joey. We're going to do some three games, and then we're going to go head-to-head each week, and we're going to find out at the end of the season who has the most wins, if it's myself, if it's Joey. Hey, we might even get you involved in here, Brittany. So I'm going to go ahead and round off three games. Tell me your winners, and I'll tell you my winners.
Okay.
New England, Tennessee.
New England, Tennessee. Well, Tennessee, I got to tell you, I think they're still kind of trying to come back and create a whole new team and a whole new squad. New England are the elite of the elite. I'm going with New England.
Me, you'd be a fool to pick Tennessee, basically, in week 1. So I'm sticking New England. Carolina, Tampa Bay.
Carolina, Tampa Bay. I don't know so much about Tampa Bay or Carolina right now. Cam Newton is still with Carolina, right? So I'm going to go with Carolina and Cam Newton.
You know what? I'm gonna go with you. Carolina, Cam Newton. I know Tampa Bay. I don't see enough key players there to beat Cam Newton to stop him. Here's a good one. Pittsburgh at Denver. Peyton Manning's debut with Denver.
You know what? That one is tough. So Peyton Manning makes his debut for Denver, and Pittsburgh, which, you know, I mean, they've been consistent the past few years. Ah, man, this one's tough. But you know what? I got to say, just because opening games have always been exciting and they've always been kind of like it kind of starts off the season to where you think something's going to happen. Like, for example, I think Denver's going to win. just in the fact that where you think that this year is going to be Denver's year, and then all of a sudden I think they're going to have a slump towards the end of the year.
No,
So what I
it's
think
happened
is going to
before.
happen in the very first game is Peyton Manning and Denver will win. Just because it's just always happened that way.
You know what? I would usually go with you on this one, but I'm just thinking Pittsburgh always, especially week 1, Denver, Peyton Manning's getting used to that system. I know they had the preseason to work, but it's a different feeling
I
when
don't
you go
know,
to game
man.
1. So I'm going Pittsburgh. So
So
that's
the
one
only
we're going
game,
different.
the only game that we disagreed on was the Pittsburgh-Denver
Pittsburgh-Denver
game.
game, yeah.
All
So
right.
so that's it in NFL. I mean, season starting this week, man. It should be a good season coming up. We just got to get that ref situation underhand. Big week in college football last week. Fresno State, our hometown team, beat Weber State 37-10 in what was Tim DeRuyter's first game.
Now,
as
be
head coach.
honest, as a sports guy, I mean, does that really mean anything? Because next they're playing Oregon, which is ranked number 5, who had the
Exactly.
coolest uniforms, I thought,
Yes.
this week in college football.
Yeah.
Their helmets had like mirrors that were feathers.
Oh, they you know what? Their main alma mater guy is the guy from Nike, so he hooks them up with the whole 9 yards, different designs,
I mean,
and all that good
I
stuff.
got to tell
so.
you, I mean, come on, as a sports guy, Brian, does Fresno State have a chance against Oregon?
You know
this
what?
year?
I did see some shining moments from some of the players in Fresno State. Like they had this new redshirt freshman from Palo Alto. His name's Devontae Adams. Had an awesome game and a breakout game. So, you know, in college football, you never know. You never know. These pesky Bulldogs, I know they were like that under Pat Hill. Who knows? But maybe DeRuyter can do something. Game is this Saturday, 3:30 on the Pac-12 network. Fresno State fan?
Yes.
All right. And she's a dog fan. She's a
Contestant number
local
5.
dog fan. So we'll see there. And heading over to our
winners and losers.
Winners and losers, ladies and gentlemen.
My favorite part of this segment.
Winners this week, and it's a little sentimental, and that's the Paralympics. If you don't know about the Paralympics, they are for the disabled athletes, and that went down over in London right exactly after the Olympics. The Paralympics started. There was a local guy from Lemoore, an archer, who won gold at the Paralympics this year. So shouts out to them, and just shout out to the whole organization of the Paralympics for giving athletes hope and something to look forward to, and not only did they derail their career by having a disability or something, but they can all they're able to go and
Those are our winners.
participate and win gold and whatnot over there.
Who is the unfortunate loser?
Unfortunate loser, like I mentioned before earlier, Pac-12 Network, and that is my loser. Let me tell you why. The Pac-12 Network is a network for the Pac-12 Conference. Fresno State is playing Oregon next week in the Pac-12 Network. The network does not have a deal with DirecTV or Dish.
Okay.
So you cannot watch the Fresno State game. You cannot watch a USC game. You cannot watch a UCLA game. There's a couple games that Fresno's going to be competing in. You cannot watch it if you have Dish or DirecTV. And me, as a DirecTV subscriber, I'm a little PO'd about it. And then so, and I was thinking, okay, well, maybe DirecTV, maybe it's their end. No, when they asked the Pac-12 Network head, they said, hey, why you guys ain't DirecTV? There's a lot of fans that have that. And he said, if you don't like our deal, switch networks.
Wow.
So, very rude of them.
It sounds like
Very rude of
in
them.
a very hidden way.
That's my loser.
Someone is in bed with someone from Dish
Comcast
Network
or
or
something.
Comcast or something's going on there because
Something's going on, man.
I don't see the reasoning behind that. But anyways, DJ Brian
Well,
Anthony.
quick note before we go. Giants still 4.5 games over the Dodgers. Big series coming up this weekend between the Dodgers and Giants. Dodgers Padres tonight at 7. Arizona San Francisco at 7. And that is sports.
Thank you very much for the Weekend Sports with DJ Brian Anthony here on J Live Entertainment Radio. You never seem to disappoint, my friend.
You know what? And I never will.
And Brittany here, a San Francisco 49er cheerleaders. Philly Rock sent in an instant message saying, Brittany, do a cheer for us, please.
Oh, perfect segue for sports.
We danced.
Can I
though.
get
We
a
didn't
beat?
Hold
do
on. Do you
cheers.
remember a cheer?
Well, we danced. I remember dances.
Oh, so she
But
remember the dances. So
we
maybe
didn't actually yell or
put it
cheer.
this way, to Philly Rock, shout out on the instant message. If Brittany is selected as our co-host, the first thing that she will have to do will do a special dance on
For
J
you.
Live Radio.
I will do it.
There it is. It's a
Vote for me
guarantee.
then.
It's a guarantee. And Philly Rock says even better.
I bet you guarantee Philly Rock's going to be hitting that vote button.
Yeah. So vote.
Or be like, hey, hitting up to Facebook or Twitter.
So,
vote
folks,
for Britney, vote for Britney.
So, folks, if you're wondering about, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hesitant. If you're wondering about Rudy Perez from The Voice Season 10, Rudy Perez, who's a local vocalist, got selected to compete in The Voice Season 3, which is going to start September 10th on NBC. Unfortunately, due to media restrictions, Rudy Perez will not be appearing on our show today, but he has promised that once the show airs and once he's given permission to, he will join us on JLive Entertainment Radio. So for those of you that are wondering why Rudy Perez has not joined us on the program today, it's because of media restrictions through NBC Universal and The Voice Season 3. They are not allowing any contestants to speak at this time. So once again, I just spoke to Rudy on the phone before this segment, and I want to thank him for calling me and giving me the heads up. And he does promise that he will join us on JLive Entertainment Radio when he does get the opportunity. So once again, for anybody that are interested in our free tickets for 559 Fights number 5, September the 15th at the Tulare County Fairgrounds, please join us here on CentralValleyTalk.com for your chance to win. And as a matter of fact, I believe we have some winners. We have Margie Hildreth. Margie.
Come on.
Margie, Burger. No, I'm kidding. I just watched The Dictator this past weekend.
I've seen that movie. It's funny.
His name that he uses in The Dictator is Allison Burgers.
Yeah.
So The Dictator, one of the funniest movies. So Margie Hildreth is one of our winners. Teddy Green is one of our winners. And we got a few others that are coming in. So once again, they're winning tickets to 559 Fights number 5, September the 15th in Tulare, California, and also our comedy show
Steph
with
the
Andre
Flyer Girl.
Covington. Our comedy show with Andre Covington on September the 28th at the Irwin Street Inn in Hanford, California. So we're giving away those tickets. So once again, our winners: Margie Hildreth, Teddy Green, Steph the Flyer Girl. Are winners of our tickets for this week's program. JLive Entertainment Radio, The Experience Live here on CentralValleyTalk.com. And once again, you can remember to join us here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific right here on JLive Entertainment Radio. So once again, congratulations. Can we give a big round of applause to our winners? Today for winning those tickets. And another big round of applause for contestant number 5, co-host.
Remember, if she wins, she's coming to do the dance routine, ladies and gentlemen.
And we got an instant message from one of our listeners or our fans out there talking about if we were going to give a recap of the contestants. Yes, we will give a recap of the contestants.
We got one more, right?
We got one more to go, and then the next week after that, we will pick the winning co-host that will join us permanently here on JLive Entertainment Radio. So once again, folks, JLive Entertainment is joined. You can check us out on jliveent.com, Facebook/JLiveENT, and also Twitter at JLiveENT. And as promised, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Beatty. You're going to start hearing about him very soon. JLive Entertainment Radio has been pushing him, and we've been pushing him since the very beginning. Had a chance to be with him this past Sunday at the Roxy in Hollywood. And now we have his official video called Hey LA, premiering right here on CentralValleyTalk.com's JLive Entertainment Radio, folks. So Ryan Beatty, yeah, you got to put your LA sign. There you go. LA, hey LA. Once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Joey Perez, and thank you to all of my special guests and everybody that has been watching. And we will see you next Tuesday. Ryan Beatty's Hey LA. Go LA, hey LA. Once again, thank you for joining us. My name is Joey Perez, and all of my special guests and everybody that has been watching. Ryan Beatty.
Hey, let's hit the beach today, yeah? Alright, cool. I'll meet you there.
First time I saw you out was kinda taken by surprise. You were sun-kissed, so full of bliss. You really had me mesmerized. And now it's something about the way you do, where you knock me off my feet. I'm lost inside of you, and I don't think I can leave. You already had me at hello. I said, hey, LA, it's really, really nice to meet you. If it's okay, I think I'll stay, cause I just wanna have some fun. At top down, just chilling on the west side. Hands up, yeah, ready for a good time. Hey, LA, it's really, really nice to meet you. Somebody pinch me now, cause it's kinda feel like a dream. I got shades on my head, my feet in the sand, ain't worried about a thing. When the sun goes down and the lights come on, you got me feeling just like a star. And no matter where I go, you'll always have my heart. You already had me at hello. I said, hey, LA, it's really, really nice to meet ya. It's okay, I think I'll stay, 'cause I just wanna have some fun. Top down, just chilling on the west side. Hands up, yeah, ready for a good time. Hey, LA, it's really, really nice to meet ya. Now if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Oh, and it's not always easy, but there's no place that I'd rather be. I said, hey, hey, it's really, really nice to meet ya. If it's okay, I think I'll stay, 'cause I just wanna have some fun.
America's Sub Shop has arrived in the tower.